And no, I think it's super cute. Where'd you get it? Where'd you get it?
Where'd I get it?
Yeah. From a store?
From a store.
You got it from a store?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Did you go shopping with a friend?
I did. I was
Hiccup.
going... So 50 million views since Raven Home started.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. That's
50
awesome.
million. And the #1 streamed programme on the Disney Channel.
That's amazing. You're
How does
giving
it
me...
feel? I mean, did you know that Raven's Home as a spin-off was going to be so big since That's So Raven?
No, I didn't think about it. I didn't even know those were the numbers. Awesome sauce. Listen, I'm just happy that we're putting out content that people enjoy. And if you enjoy it and want to stream it, please, by all means, stream more. Sit down with your family, enjoy it all you want to. Hopefully, second season does the same thing. And when I go back home, we're going to be starting third season, and hopefully it'll give you something else to tweet about.
And that's what it is. You say sit down with the family. That's exactly what you do. I mean, when I was young, I sat down with my brother and my mum, and we would laugh, cry with laughter, belly laugh. Okay. Is that what your ambition always was, Raven? Was it to make people laugh?
Yes, I love making people laugh. I think I know it scientifically does wonders for your serotonin levels, so I'm always down for helping people feel a little happier. And I love to laugh. I'm not really good at crying. I'm not good at emotional situations. I've not done that many dramas, can't do it. But I feel like any problem can be figured out and healed through laughter. So hopefully we can do that with Raven's Home. And I know as a child, I remember the moments where I was laughing to where I was crying. Those fun jokes that you had with your family and friends, those last forever.
And that sticks with you, doesn't it? For me, looking back at That's So Raven, that's exactly it. So that brought me to Raven's Home.
Thank you.
Is that what you hoped would happen? Sort of the generations, whether it's parents back then, teenagers, and now the kids are today. Did you hope they would all flock to the new series?
Most definitely. I hoped that people that watched That's So Raven would come and enjoy Raven's Home. But I was also hoping that Raven's Home can stand on its own without people having to be like, well, I saw it when I was younger, I'll watch it again. If you're new, never heard of Raven Baxter, I think our children characters are well developed enough to where you can fall in love with them again, and hopefully they will make an impact in your life like Raven Baxter made an impact in other people's lives.
And how does it feel for you being surrounded now by a team? You've got the kids in the show. It's not all about you.
Yeah.
How does it feel having that kind of change in the series?
Relaxing.
Nice.
Less stressful. But then again, I'm a Sagittarius, so I still take it on, to make it all about me in some way or form. But I'm EPing the show. I help with the kids, and I lead them the best that I can. And I'm definitely supported by Anna Louise, who plays Chelsea. And everybody is so talented, so we hold our own where necessary, which feels good. And being able to be the adult in a series but still have kiddish values brings me joy and it fulfills me.
And you mentioned that you're the executive producer of the show. How much involvement do you have in the scripts, in what happens in the plot line? Tell us about your role. Because you're not just the star, which a lot of people would assume.
Right. Well, as an EP, there is a journey you go through even before the camera turns on. Right now we're working on third season, so I'm sitting in the writer's room with the EP, Unetta Boone, and myself and Warren Hutchinson and Susan Jaffe, and we're all coming together trying to figure out what these characters are going to do for third season, how their arcs are going to evolve over third season, and I'm involved with that 100% because I have an understanding of Raven Baxter. They have an understanding of script and story and character development. And together we are hopefully checking those boxes of all those people who love continuity and those who love good storytelling. And then as the scripts evolve, I definitely have a say in notes. I help with, crafting how things are done, comedy-wise and structure-wise and things of that nature. But I also have a fantastic team that has history in sitcom making where I don't have to do anything if I really don't want to. But I love learning. I want to be able to be a very seasoned executive producer by the time I'm 80 years old. So I'm learning and putting my hand in where I can. And Unetta Boone is definitely helping me realize that for third season. We had fantastic executive producers second season. People from That's a Raven came back and really made the season amazing. You had Dava Saval and, oh my goodness, I love you, Michael. Feldman, and we just, we did it.
And you say that you know Raven so well. Well, you even have the same name. You're Raven Simone, it's Raven Baxter. How much of the real you, the real Raven, do we see in Raven's home?
You see Raven Simone a lot more in Raven's home than you would in Raven Baxter from That's So Raven, because I'm calmer, I'm older than Raven Baxter and That's So Raven. It's so confusing. Anyway, Raven Baxter has a lot more energy than I do, but at the same time, she's a mother, so she's calmed down a little bit. So I'm able to be a little bit more myself, but at the same time, I do have... there are a lot of differences, and I like to keep it that way because I don't want to turn into her fully and not be able to go home and take off the wig. That's a wig. So I want to take off the wig and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I need to be myself somewhere.
The wig comes off and then you chill.
And then I chill and I turn into a totally interesting person.
I've got to ask you, Raven, because you were a child star in Hollywood. A lot of child stars come into difficulties, they struggle with the fame. You seem to have taken it all in your stride over the years and you're back bigger and better than ever. Do you think you were born to be in the spotlight? Do you think you were born ready?
I'm always born ready. But I've definitely had my challenges. I just choose to do them in the privacy of my own home and with my own family. And I know that at any moment, someone's ready for me to fall. And I don't want to give anybody that opportunity. I just don't. I feel like if I'm going to go through something, I'm going to go through it in a way that I feel comfortable and come out on the other side. And my mom and my family, will always be there for me. So when I have my challenges and I go through my breakups and sadness, I stay in the house.
And you've got strong foundations by the sound of it.
I stay in the house.
Yeah. What about your singing? You've got a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Will that be coming back in Raven's Home Season 2?
Well, in Season 2, we do a musical, which is super fun. It's
a musical?
A musical. It's an extended episode, and it's so much fun. We got to work with Will DeBeast, the choreographer, Paul Cohen, the director, who also directed a lot of Disney Channel original movies and some television shows. And every single character gets a song, which I love. All of the cast members are talented in more ways than one, and we really get to shine.
So why do we get a musical now? Was this your idea, Raven? Was this you getting in your musical ways?
That was Disney Channel all over it.
Absolutely brilliant. Can we do a very quick 30-second game?
Yes, we can. I love games.
There have been so many random sort of scenarios over the years in That's So Raven. Random, quirky, wacky moments.
For sure.
And I want you to work out whether that's so Raven or that's so not Raven.
Okay.
Okay? Right, scenario number 1. You broke into a zoo and clambered up onto the cage. Is that so Raven?
Yes.
No. That's so not Raven.
That's so Raven.
No. But it might be so Raven.
I think that's so Raven. Let me tell you why I think it's so Raven. She had a vision that she's saving a friend on top of the tiger cage. That's so Raven.
It's Raven. What about Raven spitting in Chelsea's face, though?
That's so not Raven. Not on purpose, at least. I mean, if it's
they
Raven,
laugh so much.
But laugh like a spit. Yes, but not but more like I had some juice and it came. Yeah, that's so Raven.
Okay, what about That's So Raven? Breaks into a restaurant and sings her way through the crowds, through the people eating their dinner, around the tables and chairs.
Am I getting tipped during this? That's so mean. I'm just playing. Yeah, that's so Raven.
That's so Raven.
That's so Raven.
Raven pretends to be an electrician.
That's so Raven. I think I actually did that.
Yeah, with the
plumber
and that toolkit
I was a plumber, yeah.
And That's So Raven wiggles her nose before the vision arrives.
That's so Bewitched.
Yes.
I love that
Can
show.
you give us a bit of your vision sense now? Can you give us a
I can
vision?
help you get to that.
Can you?
Because mine requires camera work and
and effects.
So I can get you there.
Okay.
Want me to get you there?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to say hiccup, and when you hiccup, you're just going to stop whatever you're talking about, and you're going to think about something.
Okay. What sort of thing do you think about in that moment?
I know what's going to happen, so I know that I'm thinking about a vision. But for you, we're just going to daydream about something you really want. But it's all about how to get into it. And then we're going to stay there. When I say hiccup again, you're going to come back out of it. And when you come in, you got to shake a little bit because it's a lot of energy coming into you at once. Ready?
How much of a shake?
Oh, that's up to how much energy are you trying to bring in this room?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so
Okay.
first I'm gonna say I love your jacket.
Ah.
And no, I think it's super cute. Where'd you get it?
Yeah.
Where'd you get it?
Where'd I get it?
Yeah. From a store?
From a store.
You got it from a store?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Did you go shopping with a friend?
I did. I was
Hiccup.
going... That was not at all natural, was it?
No, you gotta
I
be
was
ready
waiting
for it.
that moment. I was like, I know it's coming. I know she's talking to me about my jacket.
That's how serious
Oh
the
my
vision is. It
God.
comes out of nowhere.
Oh my gosh.
Raven and Booker really have to just be in the moment and then all of a sudden just go straight into it. It's the weirdest feeling. That's why I'm
And
like,
yet you
hiccup.
know it's coming. Like, I knew it was coming, but I couldn't concentrate on the fact that I knew it was coming and I had to make it natural. But you can just spring it out of nowhere.
It's weird. It's definitely weird. And it just works for me naturally nowadays too.
You just do it in the streets.
Especially when I'm with a partner and they're like, really?
no.
You have to listen to this conversation. I'm like, nope, I'm in a vision. Can't do it. So
And what
bad.
about you and Booker, your on-screen son? Did you work together to kind of make that a similar vision sort of face?
You know what's funny? When we were doing the audition room, in my head, I was like, you know what? I'm going to work with whoever we pick. He came in, he did it better than me, and I'm like, okay. He has his own vision face, and I was so proud of him for being prepared and being ready for that moment. It's natural. It's all him. He's not trying to copy me, which I appreciate, and he owns it, and I appreciate that about him.
And will you ever find out in the show that he is psychic?
Will you watch the second season? Mm-hmm. Well, then you will find out.